Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
A good afternoon and welcome into Townsend Field in LaMoure. Josh Boyka with you here on yourliveevent.com. So glad you've decided to join us here for LaMoure versus Gwinner, our couple teams that will be facing off here in an elimination game in this state Babe Ruth tournament. We just witnessed Park River and their 6-1 victory with Skibitsky, the complete game one-run gem for Park River, goes the distance and shuts down Central McLean, and the Cougars line up 6-1 your final in that game as Park River advances and Central McLean is done. It'll be LaMoure, it'll be Gwinner coming up when we return here. This is our pregame show on Your Live Event. Coming up, we'll hear from both of our coaches here this afternoon with Randy Searstad, and then Heath Schaefer we'll hear from before we get things started, and then we'll have our first pitch of the game brought to you by Bank North. Coming up, we'll have our Chris Moen bracket breakdown as well for you around the corner. We'll take a quick break here on yourliveevent.com. You're watching and listening to the State Babe Ruth Tournament here in North Dakota from LaMoure.
Say goodbye to discomfort and say hello to reaching your full potential. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness, our diverse team of experts has your back in any phase of life. From the warm, friendly greeting to connecting with your therapist, Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness is the backbone of your health. High-quality care with a personal touch. Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Benedictine Living Community in LaMoure has job openings for the following positions: CNAs, LPNs, Weekend Warrior RN, and a Culinary Services Supervisor. All positions receive a sign-on bonus. To apply or receive more information, scan the QR code now on screen or call 701-883-5363. That's 701-883-5363 for job opportunities at Benedictine Living Community in LaMoure. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back here on yourliveevent.com. Josh Boyka with you here on the call. Greg Grenz will be with us shortly. But it's time for our Dakota Heritage Bank pre-game interviews with both of our coaches here. Starting with Randy Searstad, we'll hear from first, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Visit dhb.bank. Here's Randy Searstad on what it takes to win an elimination game. I'm here with Randy Searstad for Gwinner, competing out of District 6 and drawing LaMoure today. What do you look forward to about this matchup?
Yeah, just a rebound from yesterday. Castleton's a great team. They got a good, solid group of 15-year-olds, and it showed on the defensive side. We put the ball in play, tried to hit it, but, they just made plays, and we couldn't place anything when we needed them, in scoring position, and pitchers kept us off balanced, and then we shot ourselves in the foot a few times. So hopefully we can make less mistakes and hit the ball a little better today, too.
Who are some players we should look out for on the Gwinner side today?
Obviously, our 15-year-olds, Harry, Cole, and Anthony, and then Rylan, too. But Harry will start on the mound here and, throw strikes, and then hopefully get some hits out of the top of the lineup and string something together at the bottom, too, as well.
What type of opportunity does today present for you?
Just, being, played for pride. Even though we lost yesterday, we rebounded. Did the same in district tournament too. So we just got to look to, like I said, rebound before. But playing for pride, and I emphasize attitude and effort at all times. And hopefully they can come out even in this heat here too to go with the third day in a row here.
All right. Well, looking forward to seeing how it turns out on the field today. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's Randy Searstad on our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview.
Ground North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in LaMoure, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com. The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication. You can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. Download the app and make refilling your prescription requests more convenient. With school just around the corner, let LaMoure Drugstore help you check out your supply list. And don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products, located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LaMoureDrugstore.com. That's LaMoureDrugstore.com. Good luck to all teams and go LaMoure Babe Ruth.
At Polar Communications, we're more than just a local business. We're part of the community we serve. We deliver essential communication services, create jobs, provide scholarships and grants, and support initiatives that make our home a better place to live. Our success isn't just about amazing technology. It's about incredible people. Our roots are here in the heartland, and our commitment is unwavering because we believe that a better experience starts with the community we love.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
You're in our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview with Heath Schaefer for the LaMoure A's. And what are you looking forward to about today's contest? What opportunities does it present to you?
Well, it's going to be a good battle again. This will be the fourth time us facing Gwinner, so we just got to come ready to play and put the ball in play and make some big plays.
The heat is beating down on us as the clouds have left us. So what do you think that provides for conditions today?
I think it's a great day for baseball. I mean, it helped loosen up some arms and stuff, and hopefully the ball will start traveling a little bit down here at Townsend Field.
And what do you have confidence level for your squad here that they can get it done in advance next round?
Well, we've been here before. I mean, we got a bunch of guys that have this tournament experience, and hopefully today it'll pay off and we can move on.
What do you have to look out for on the Gwinner side?
They got some hitters. Newstill's a pretty good pitcher. I mean, we've seen him every time, and hopefully we get him figured out this time.
And then players to look out for on your side here for LaMoure.
We got Grayson Matson, Zoe Potts, Easton Fieldgess. I mean, they're the engine. They start everything for us, so hopefully we can get off to a fast start.
And the key to winning the elimination game is what?
We got to come. It comes down to defense. Basically, defense is going to win a game here and get us into the next round.
All right. Looking forward to see how it turns out on the field for you today. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
That's E. Schaefer with us on our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview.
LaMoure Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of Milwaukee tools from the M18 8-amp Forge battery on sale $50 off, or buy a 2-pack 6-amp high-out battery and receive a M18 inflator or grease gun for free while supplies last. Plus, browse their sweet pickings section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. LaMoure Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go to LaMoureHardware.com. That's LaMoureHardware.com. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Welcome back here on your live event. Josh Boyko with you here. Pre-game before we get things going. First pitch scheduled for 7 minutes from now at 2:30. So let's get to our bracket breakdown brought to you by Chris Mullen, Nodak Insurance Agency. Your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County is Chris Mullen of Nodak Insurance. Let's get a look at our bracket now as both of these teams coming into this game. It's an elimination game, so everything at stake right now for both LaMoure and Gwinner. LaMoure will be the road team despite being in the home dugout since they're the host site, but LaMoure coming into this game with a 6-1 loss versus Thompson in the opening round. That Thompson squad, very formidable. They've got some players, part of that state championship squad, that are on that roster right now with the likes of Dex, Obdam, and then Loyland as well. And then LaMoure rebounds for a 3-2 victory. Tight one over Bottineau yesterday that keeps them alive and into this round here. So LaMoure trying to stay alive against Gwinner here tonight. They'll send out Joey Potts to the mound in this game. Then on the other side for Gwinner, a 4-0 win versus Burlington to get things started. They shut out Burlington, some good pitching in that one, but then their bats got held to a goose egg against Castleton in the 10-run rule game. 10-0, Castleton comes out on top of Gwinner, so they find themselves in the winner-go-home game here, the elimination game, the second one this afternoon. So Gwinner and LaMoure, and Gwinner will send out Harry Newstall to the mound for this contest here. And again, that's brought to you by Chris Mullen, Nodak Insurance Agency, our bracket breakdown. Now it's time for our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. First for LaMoure, they will send out this starting lineup. Batting first, Grayson Madsen will be catching, and he'll be catching the guy batting second, number 10, Joey Potts. And Easton Thielgis is at third base, batting third. That's who was mentioned in the pregame interview as the top three, the engine to this lineup. Was the phrasing to that. Then batting cleanup is Vance Waldy in left field. Luke Wagner is at first base, batting fifth. Ryland Ulmer is at second base up the middle. Then is Russ Arndt in right field. Then Oliver Lesko mans center field, number 32. And rounding out the lineup is Thomas Waldy for LaMoure. Those are your LaMoure A's right here on the first base side, brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower owned, crystalsugar.com. As they continue to bring out everyone, now we'll focus our attention to the other side with Gwinner. We'll send out this starting lineup. Anthony Ferderer will be starting at second base, wearing number 8 leading off. Then it's Harry Newstall on the mound. Has seen this team before, so we'll see how these lineups do facing each other for the 4th time this year. Elijah Hansen is over at first base, batting third. Cole Fury is at shortstop in the cleanup spot. Then it's Eli Olson in right. Skylar Peterson is in center field. Then it's Dawson Nagowski at third. Then Rylan Sarbum is behind the plate catching, and Loden Jokum is in left to round out the Gwinner lineup. Again, these are your American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower owned. You can visit at crystalsugar.com online for more information. We'll take a quick break here and come back with our first pitch of the game, brought to you by Bank North when we return around the corner.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per roll per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
And welcome in to Townsend Field, as we are just a couple minutes away from our Bank North first pitch of the game. We've set our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. We'll get ready to send out the teams now. It's LaMoure versus Gwinner in an elimination game. I'm joined by my partner in crime here today, Greg Grenz, along with us. You just saw the game that went down with Park River and Central McLean. Give us a brief recap of what we saw in game number 1 today.
Nice job by Park River pitching. Spitsky did a nice job. He was our player of the game. And complete game and one run. So, Central McLean, they were a pretty good team coming in this tournament, because they beat Botno that first game and they fell to Thompson. They fell to Park River, but 6-1 was their final on that one. But the coach, was pretty excited about the future for them, as they got, they got Underwood, Mercer, Turtle Lake. There's another one in there. I don't have my sheet in front of me. I know there's like 4 towns in that co-op at least. So a lot of Turtle Lake kids are mostly, some or majority of the Turtle Lake, but Mercer in there as well. But Central McLean, a lot of sure future will be pretty bright for them. And Park River just, pitching. It came down to a really good pitching performance there, and they're 2-0 and facing elimination now. So, they went up against that Castleton team that they're 2-0, and they're in that game that's coming up next, the winners bracket game. So they're trying to fight their way back and, still maybe make it to the championship. Still a lot to go. They play at noon tomorrow, but it was a pretty good win for Park River. So
Yeah, and Skibitsky, just a really nice performance going the distance there. 7 innings, 1 run given up in the 6-1 victory for Park River in that game. And again, looking ahead on our Chris Moen bracket breakdown, we'll have the Castleton versus Thompson game for you at about 5 o'clock here tonight for the final of 3 games here from LaMoure and Townsend Field on day number 3 of this state Babe Ruth tournament. So that winner of Castleton versus Thompson, they get the bye, so to speak, tomorrow. Won't have to play a game on Monday. They'll advance straight through that winner's bracket to a championship appearance on Tuesday. It is time now for our Bank North first pitch of the game as Gwinner is out on the field. Harry Newstall on the mound will step in and fire in our first pitch of the game at 2:31 p.m. We are underway with that pitch running inside for ball number 1. That first pitch brought to you by Bank North, who's been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping communities build, grow, and prosper. This one is hit down the left field line. It's going to drop in for a base hit. A leadoff single for LaMoure right away. Getting on the board is Grayson Madsen. We heard Heath Schaefer talking about how Madsen, Potts, and Thielgis is the engine that makes this train go. And the engine has started here with Madsen. And he's going to go for a stolen base right away. And he is in there standing up, no contest. And that is our first S&T stolen base of the game. Down to second going Grayson Madsen. Slide on into S&T Quick Stop, your local go-to for groceries, deli, favorite snacks, and more in Thompson. Here's a ground ball hit to short. A lot of action early. Check on the runner over to first now in time for the out. Nicely done by Cole Fury from Gwinner at shortstop, firing over to first base. It's a 6-3 putout to retire Potts.
A's are probably thinking here it's important to get out early in the top of the first, so they got a runner in scoring position here already.
4 pitches in. We've seen 2 at-bats complete as they've put the ball in play on the second pitch both times. This one comes in for ball number 1. Some decent velocity being shown from Newstall. He comes set. The runner at second stays put. This is belted to the left center field gap. Over, and a chest-high catch is made, more like head-high. Runner is tagging to third and in safely. Grayson Madsen is in as he advances on the productive out flyout to center field. The catch was made by Skylar Peterson. It was a little bit of a risky play. He was a little bit too far in, but he makes the catch over his head. And the runner advances to third. Newstall trying to get out of this inning unscathed. Just the 7th pitch, and he's already on his 4th batter. Vance Waldy, the cleanup batter, is at the plate. Newstall winds, fires, reaching, swung on, fouled at the plate. It's 0-2. Way out in front is Newstall of Waldy, the left fielder and cleanup batter. The Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard could see its first run with a hit here. Ground ball. Just short. Over to first in time for the out. So we did see our First Care Health Center first hit of the game in the top half of the first inning. Hometown Healthcare is a home run with First Care Health Center in Park River. From clinic and hospital care to specialty services like gastroenterology and our infusion center, they've got you covered at First Care Health Center. We're through 1/2 inning here. LaMoure puts a runner on, does not score in the first. Newstall shuts the door. To the bottom of the first we go. It's Gwinner coming up.
Say goodbye to discomfort and say hello to reaching your full potential. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness, our diverse team of experts has your back in any phase of life. From the warm, friendly greeting to connecting with your therapist, Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness is the backbone of your health. High-quality care with a personal touch. Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Benedictine Living Community in LaMoure has job openings for the following positions: CNAs, LPNs, Weekend Warrior RN, and a Culinary Services Supervisor. All positions receive a sign-on bonus. To apply or receive more information, scan the QR code now on screen or call 701-883-5363. That's 701-883-5363 for job opportunities at Benedictine Living Community in LaMoure.
Bottom of the first inning here, Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard reads zeros after LaMoure gets a leadoff single, brings 4 to the plate, but does not score. The runner stranded at third base after the leadoff single. Gwinner will send this starting lineup to the plate. It's Anthony Ferderer, Harry Newstall, Elijah Hansen will be the first 3 that we'll see. If anyone reaches, then it'll be Cole Fury in the cleanup spot, then Eli Olson, Skylar Peterson, Dawson Nagowski, Rylan Sarbaum, and Loden Yoakum is your batting order for Gwinner. Out in the field defensively for LaMoure, the battery will be Joey Potts pitching to Grayson Madsen, who we saw both come to the plate in the first inning. Around the horn from third to first, it's Easton Theolgis. At third, then it's Thomas Waldy, Ryland Ulmer, and Luke Wagner, your infield. And the outfield from left to right is Vance Waldy, Oliver Lesko, and Russ Arndt.
Umpires, we got Marshall Krieger, and he's calling our balls and strikes. Pat Adair down third, and then it's Clayton Greenike at first.
All right, Greenike, first time we've seen him here this afternoon. First pitch swinging, fly ball center field, initially coming in, but then backing up is the center fielder. Down it goes. Going to be a play at second, and it's overthrown, and that's a solid knock into center field. We'll see how they officially rule that. They're going to give it a hit. So Ferderer on the first pitch connects, and they're going to give him a double on that. It was hit right at the center fielder on a line. Those are the hardest ones to read. And it ends up going over the head of the LaMoure center fielder, Oliver Lesko. And in standing up is Ferderer safely to second base. Here's Newstall, the pitcher for Gwinner, trying to do himself some good. Could get himself on the board early. On the mound, Joey Potts for LaMoure. Lets that one get to the backstop for ball number 1. A rock towards second, now coming home. And the pitch is in there for a strike to even the count at 1. Newstall gets the sign that he likes. Sorry, that's Potts, rather, getting the one that he likes, and it's in there. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Another LaMoure Hardware foul ball. Visit LaMoureHardware.com. They got plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more.
And that one down low. And we also had our first hit of the game for Gwinner in this first at bat from Anthony Ferderer. That double is officially ruled a double, not an error. So we can officially say that this is our first Care Health Center first hit of the game for Gwinner, as down on strikes goes Newstall. First Care Health Center offers physical, occupational, and speech therapy for all ages right here close to home. Call 701-284-7500 to schedule an appointment today. First Care Health Center, here for you all day, every day, all year. So both teams getting a hit in their respective first innings. Potts did recover to get that out with Newstall going down. Now it's Elijah Hansen, another lefty at the plate. He takes outside. Potts has got some good velocity on that fastball. 2-0 count, 9th pitch of the game for Potts coming up. And he backs Hansen off the plate. It only took 9 pitches to get Potts through his first inning. Just off the plate. Or no, in there. Sorry, it is 3-1. Hitters count. Called strike 2 fills up the count for our first full count of the game. Brought to you by Chris Moen, Nodak Insurance Company. Your insurance answers from Grand Forks and Nelson County. Laced to left field, an opposite field corked base hit. Throw comes into third, nearly got the lead runner, but it's in safely for an opposite field single to left for Elijah Hansen.
Nice opposite field hit for Hansen. After, working the count full, he gets a nice hit and puts Furter at third base.
Yeah, nice composure from Hansen in that at bat. He got ahead in the count, but he didn't expand the zone or swing at something on the corner like that 3-1 pitch. He waits till the full count offering, got one he liked, and served it into left field. Runner stays put, hit well, right center field. This is going to get down in the gap. It'll score the first run of the ball game. It moves up the trail runner to second base only. It's served into right center for an RBI single for Cole Fury.
Fury, nice rip to the gap there in right center. And first pitch swinging and gets that very first important run up for Gwinner here in the bottom of the first.
Potts rocks, fires, and gets a first pitch strike over to the fifth batter of the inning, which is Eli Olson, the Gwinner right fielder. This one just misses, evens the count at 1. Potts, lanky right-hander, has got some lankiness to the arms, to the legs, a good frame to grow into as he progresses in his baseball journey. This one up high. As you already see some velocity there. This is ages 13 to 15 for this this group right here for State Babe Ruth. Have some solid developing players for both of these squads. At the knees, burns the bottom of the zone to even the count at 2. Olson trying to put one in play. There's already 2 runners on, 1 run across. Swan stabbed off the inside corner as Grayson Madsen had to lunge across towards that left-handed batter's box to snare that one.
Chris Moen, Nodak Insurance, full count.
Ground ball over the mound. Step on second for 1. No return throw. It'll be a fielder's choice. Nearly had a look at a double play opportunity. Bank North brings you our double plays throughout this tournament, and they've been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. See what values-based banking can do for you. Visit banknorth.bank today. Bank North, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. That is the second out of the inning. Runner goes down to second base. S&T quick stop stolen base. And that puts runners at second and third base. Slide on into S&T quick stop for your local go-to for groceries, deli, snack favorites, and more in Thompson. They're fast, friendly, and always convenient. S&T quick stop, small town friendly, and big time convenience. Potts quickly ahead, 0-2 now. Skylar Peterson, the batter, watches that one go up high. 2 runners in scoring position for Gwinner, already pushing 1 run across. Looking to put up that crooked number early against LaMoure. Swung on and fouled off. Left side and out of play. Potts came in with a hot fastball. Peterson able to hang tough, staying alive. This one hacked over to third base. Randy Searstad making another play as we continue to see the battle for the third base coach Gold Glove of
yeah.
the tournament.
There we go. That's a contender.
Not as sharply hit as the ball in game one, but Searstad making the play on it nonetheless. Ripped down the right field line, but it goes foul just a little bit out in front of it. This is a nice at bat here, Greg, from Peterson. He's stayed alive. He's fouled off 3 straight pitches. LaMoure hardware foul balls, in fact. But just staying alive, seeing what he can get here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice at bat for Wagner, the lefty.
Swung on and missed. Peterson couldn't catch up to it, and that'll retire the side. So Gwinner goes down with just 1 run in the inning, but they get 3 hits. They push the first run across. Furterer's double. Hansen single comes home on Cole Fury's RBI single. In the bottom of the first, the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard reads 1-0 on yourliveevent.com.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Broadcasting high above the Ground North Coffee and Boutique broadcast booth here at Townsend Field in LaMoure. Go to groundnorthboutique.com for high quality, affordable fashion, or stop in for different tea and coffee brew options. Sounds pretty dang good. 2:48 right now in the afternoon on this nearly cloudless Sunday afternoon. Now we had some rain roll through in the AM hours. But Harry Newstall is back out on the mound and delivers low for ball 1 in the first pitch of the second inning. Pretty solid day for baseball. It's pretty hot out there.
At 87 degrees, the first pitch feels like 95.
Decent amount of humidity to it, too, making it feel near the triple-digit range. This game about 20 minutes old almost now. One ball, 2 strikes. Newstall ahead on the leadoff man, Luke Wagner.
It's important for Newstall here, I think, to get a 1-2-3 inning as his team has the lead.
That one is nicked foul at the plate. Wagner, the first baseman for LaMoure, able to stay alive.
Another LaMoure Hardware foul ball. Visit LaMoureHardware.com.
Outside, and count is even at 2. It was an efficient 9-pitch first inning for Newstall, facing 4 batters. This one hacked foul at the plate. It'll spin into foul territory.
Just got a piece to Ulmer and stays alive there. Some big clouds looking east here in LaMoure. Maybe something brewing over there.
Just missed, and that'll make it a Chris Moen full count here. First that Newstall has found himself in, the payoff pitch. Outside, and he lost him. He got ahead 1-2, but he allows a leadoff walk now and able to put away Wagner, who hangs tough, spoils a couple pitches, and has found himself aboard. Nearly double. That's almost the total count of pitches that we saw in the first inning from Newstall is 8 in that at bat, only 9 for the first inning.
Yeah, Newstall trying to get out of this inning with no runs, but you know the A's, they're always a tough team and always looking to score.
Bunt is jabbed at. It's put down and bobbled and safe at first. It'll be Ryland LaMoure. See what they rule that, but the bunt was popped up with a little bit of backspin on it that took it back towards the catcher, but it was the pitcher lunging in. Newstall tried to go cover it, but they're going to give him the error.
The first error now on Gwinner. First error of the ball game.
Wagner at second, Ulmer at first. Showing bunt, the infielders crash in, and the ball goes to the backstop, and both runners will advance to scoring position with nobody out.
Yeah, in this game, it's just got to really protect the plate, try and get, throw strikes, don't let anything get past.
Especially at this age of junior high, early high school baseball, it can really mess with a pitcher's head when you start showing bunt way early. It just kind of changes what you're looking at, the target, and might have seen that there on that first pitch. The bunt was shown really early, and the ball ends up going to the backstop. It's a 1-1 count now to Russ Arndt. He spins away and out of the way of that one that was in the right-handed batter's box almost. 2 balls and a strike. Still looking for that first out for Gwinner in this half inning with 2 runners in scoring position. Outside, 3-1. Dangerous threat brewing for LaMoure. Keith Schaefer giving some encouragement over at third base to his young hitter. Arndt takes a strike. Another full count in this early going. Big pitch from Newstall. The infield is all in on the grass. Fouled off. Arndt hanging tough, just trying to put this ball in play so he can advance a runner in. No runs across yet for LaMoure, but they've got Wagner at third, Ulmer at second, with nobody out. Newstall, big pitch. It's low, and it's ball 4.
Opportunity time now for the number 9 batter coming up.
No hits in this inning for LaMoure. 2 walks and an error by the pitcher Newstall on that bunt attempt that saw everyone reach safely. The infield remains in with everyone foot on the grass. First pitch strike. And that comes into Oliver Lesko. That's the 8 hitter. Ground ball, shortstop, backhanded. They're going to try and go home with the force, and they get it.
Nice job there, Mendegowski at third.
I think Fury might have even come in on that one and charged it with the backhand because he was coming over to his right. So that's the shortstop, Fury, making that play for Gwinner. Comes home, gets the out, and the situation remains the same. Up high for a strike, actually, though, to Thomas Waldy. Lesko grounded into that fielder's choice. Here's the bottom of the order with Waldy. Took that one up and away. Pitch number 30 upcoming now for the Gwinner right-hander, Harry Newstall. Swung on, foul tipped into the glove of the catcher. Hung on to by Sarbaum. Strikeout would be huge here. Just off the corner. Marshall Krieger is our home plate umpire. Got Pat Adair to the left of second base right now. Swung on and missed. A big time punch out for Harry Newstall. He comes back. He's gotten 2 outs in a row. The run has not come across.
Nice pitch by Newstall. That was a big out there because you got the bases loaded and get a strikeout. That's always huge.
Productive outs no longer in play. Grayson Matson led off the game with a single. Served it into left field. One of those would tie the ball game, maybe even put him ahead. And he watches up high. Nowhere to put Madsen for Newstall, though. He has to operate efficiently here. He's thrown 33 pitches. He comes home with his 1-0. Watched all the way in for an off-speed strike. Madsen took a good long look at that one before giving up on it. This one skips to the plate. A nice backhanded glove by the catcher, Rylan Sarbaum. As if that one gets past, it's tie ball game, Greg.
Yep, nice job by Sauerbaum.
Just off the inside corner. It is 3-1. Nowhere to put the batter in Grayson Madsen. Biggest pitch of the ball game to this point. Newstall in a jam. Fires his 3-1. It misses for ball 4, and it walks home a run. This ball game is now tied in the top half of the second inning. The bases will remain loaded, and it brings up the opposing pitcher, number 10, Joey Potts. Down the middle for a first pitch strike. Good offering from Newstall to get ahead. That's a really important one to get ahead on when you have nowhere to put a runner and you've already walked in a run. Ball and a strike. This rally started on the back of 3 reaches, none of them hits. Wagner's walk, Ulmer reaches on error. Ground ball up the middle, second base. Throw over to first is in time. The 4-3 putout is there. Anthony Ferderer comes up big and retires the side for Gwinner. Could have been a lot bigger rally for LaMoure, but it's capped at 1 run as they leave the bases full in the top half of the second. We are tied on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll go to the bottom of the second with Gwinner at bat when we come back.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers. They are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard reads 1 apiece, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Visit dhb.bank. The LaMoure rally is capped at just 1 run after they load the bases with nobody out. The run comes in on a walk. The last out there was a 4-3 putout of Joey Potts, so no hits even in that inning for LaMoure. They just have the one that they got in the first at bat from Grayson Madsen in the first.
Nice job by Newstall to get out of that jam, because just 1 run, bases loaded, that's always, I think, a celebration, and especially against this tough A's team. So to stay 1-1 heading into the home half of the second is got to be pretty relieving after that inning.
Absolutely. Gwinner counting that one a blessing to be tied in this ball game, and they will come back up with their bats. The bottom third of the lineup, it is Dawson Nagowski, Rylan Sarbaum, and Loden Yoakum will come to bat here, bottom of the second. Ground ball up the middle, past a diving shortstop into center field for a base hit. Waldy gave it his best effort, but that is a leadoff knock for Dawson Nagowski. Here's Sauerbomb. Takes a first pitch, breaking ball outside. Potts looks over his left shoulder, comes home, and earns a strike. Modest lead over at first base for Nagowski. That one up high. Sauerbomb, the catcher, getting his first swings today, and that one goes to the backstop, advances the runner Nagowski into scoring position at second base. Gwinner brewing another threat with nobody out, has got another inning with runners in scoring position. Swung on and missed, handcuffed him with a fastball, had him late. Fills the count. It's a 3-2. Now brought to you by Chris Moe and Nodak Insurance. Your insurance answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. This one low, and it's going to be a walk as the bat gets flipped back over to the dugout by Sauerbomb. First two will reach against Potts.
So Gwinner putting 2 on here and trying to get some more runs across here in the home half of the second. Coming right back after that inning. Some courtesy runner number 10 at first base. That's Wilprecht.
Crosby Wilprecht over at first now. We'll do the running and a Johnny Cueto-esque lift of the leg right there. Held it for a while and came back to second base for a step off. Loden Yoakum, the lefty, takes a strike.
Potts just got to concentrate on the batter here. Can't worry about the runners right now. I know there's 2 on.
And he's blown past a second strike. Those are a couple of fastballs, best of his outing so far. The 0-2. Up high, knocked down by the catcher. Madsen unable to glove it initially, but it wasn't necessarily a wild pitch. Swung on and missed. Potts comes back and gets a couple of swinging strikes. Picks up his third strikeout.
Nice pitch from Potts there to hit the batter. It's he needed an out with 2 on here.
I've seen that from both the pitchers in this game. Between Newstall and Potts, they've gotten the timely outs when they need them via the K. This one runs in and nearly hit Anthony Ferderer. Ferderer started this game off with a bang, led off with a double in the bottom half of the first. Takes outside. Up high. 3-0 now to Ferderer.
So after striking out last batter, now down 3-0 here.
The righty comes set. And it's a 4-pitch walk, a little bit high and tight to the Gwinner leadoff man, who has now reached in both plate appearances. He's 1 for 1 unofficially now with the walk and a double.
So now Gwinner has a loaded up here.
And we've got our first trip to the mound. Brought to you by LaMoure Drugstore. From prescription requests and over-the-counter medication, you can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore with school just around the corner. Let LaMoure Drug help you check off your supply list. For more information, go to LaMoureDrugstore.com or stop in and check them out in the Bank North Mall. Yeah, school is coming up right around the corner now, and less than a month. Crazy how fast the summer flies by, but we've still got some more sports for you here on your live event. We've still got our State Legion tournaments coming up for A in Castleton, and that'll start up at the end of this week. Then Park River will be hosting for the B tournament as well this next weekend.
Yep. All right, here on your live event.
First pitch over for a strike. Newstall throws righty from the mound, but he bats lefty in the box. And again, dotting the outside corner, quickly 0-2 to the opposing pitcher, Newstall. Infield drawn in, especially on the right side. Well outside of the strike zone there. There is the 1-2. Just a bit high. That one did get the plate, but it was just a little bit up at the chest for Newstall. 2-2. That right side of the infield drawn in, especially Wagner at first. Check swing. It goes back to the backstop foul. Still 2-2.
Foul ball is brought to you by LaMoure Hardware. One-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more.
Swung on. I think it was foul tipped into the glove. They checked down to first, but there was no foul tip call. I thought I heard a nick there, but perhaps not. Full count, 3-2. And it's up high, and that will force in a run.
So Nagowski crossing here for the go-ahead run for Gwinner.
That's an unlucky break right there. If that, in fact, was a foul tip, it should have been a strikeout if it was, but they don't get the call. The infield is still drawn in now for Cole Fury. Or sorry, Elijah Hansen. Fury on deck. That's the third walk in this inning to just one leadoff single for Dawson Nagowski, who just came in off of those 3 walks. Potts with a little bit of control struggle. Up high.
I know they're taking batting practice over here. Maybe that's what we heard. I don't know. That could be because I'm hearing the bats crack over here.
High strike in there to Hansen at 2-2. Yeah, could have been the batting practice. I mean, we saw the catcher appeal out towards Pat Adair, and there was no swing on a check, but there's a little bit of take off the mask and just ask if he had a tip on it. Nothing was granted. It is a Chris Moen Nodak Insurance full count here. Already 1 run walked across. Potts trying to avoid a 4th walk of the inning, and he does with a swinging strikeout of Elijah Hansen.
That's a big one. That's your number 3 batter, and you get him swinging with the bases loaded. That's huge right here.
Multiple strikeouts in both innings. The 4th punch-out now for 4th punch-out for Potts. This one fisted off the knuckles and into left center field. It's down for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes another. It's safe, and everyone's going to move up again. Throw to third, safe there. They eat it for second. And that's a happy Randy Searstad over at third base. He likes the base running from those trail runners, staying alert and moving up the extra 90 feet.
Yep, Will Precht and Ferrer score, so nice job there. And then the two base runners move up on the throw in, so nice job.
So that's Cole Fury, as Potts was one batter away from getting out of the inning with just the one run walking across. Fury serves the single in for 2 RBIs. The right fielder Olson steps in, another lefty. Swung on and missed. 0-2, 2 outs. The offense is getting to work here. And down he goes for the 3-pitch strikeout. Olson unable to convert any further. 2 runners left in scoring position. Potts strikes out the side, but not before a walk and a 2-run single. Put 3 runs across for Gwinner in the bottom half of the second. 2 innings complete on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Gwinner is back on top. They break the stalemate and go up by 3 here on yourliveevent.com.
Ground North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in LaMoure, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com. The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication. You can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. Download the app and make refilling your prescription requests more convenient. With school just around the corner, let LaMoure Drugstore help you check out your supply list. And don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products, located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LaMoureDrugstore.com. That's LaMoureDrugstore.com. Good luck to all teams and go LaMoure Babe Ruth.
4-1 Gwinner on top, as Harry Newstall will take the mound for his 3rd inning of work. He's got a 3-run lead, courtesy of the multi-run inning. Newstall gets himself an RBI with that bases loaded walk, and then Cole Fury with the 2-run single and 2 outs puts him up 4-1, adding a couple more runs on. First pitch comes in for a low strike on the breaking ball.
Yeah, Newstall's got to feel a little more comfortable now. He's got a 3-run lead, but still a lot of game left, but it's got to make him feel a little bit better out there.
That breaking ball down and away, and that 2-run single from Fury has a chance to be one of our contenders for either our Halstead Telephone Company connection of the match or our play of the game, brought to you by Agassi Precision Ag. Lots of awards to be given out post-game here. The 1-2. Snared down and away, backhanded by the catcher. That's Sarbom working hard back there. Down low. Fills the count at 3-2. That's a Chris Moen Nodak Insurance. Full count. This one slashed to right center field. It gets down for a base hit.
Theelgis coming back, getting a hit for the A's. They're trying to get something going now, so nice at bat for Theelgis.
Seen a lot of leadoff base runners. In fact, LaMoure has reached all 3 times with the leadoff man. Swung on and missed. Newstall had him handcuffed on the high and inside corner. That's one of the tougher ones to get to as a hitter. If you're not expecting it and opening up your swing a little bit earlier than normal, you're not going to get there. Down and away. That's where that breaking ball and anything off speed has been from Newstall, is down and outside the strike zone. This one to second base. waiting on it, and it dies. Anthony Furterer, I mean, initially you're thinking maybe we can turn 2 on this, but that one just died as it hit the infield grass one more time. The runner comes through and interferes with it a little bit, but it did not hit field, just the runner, so it ends up being...
So they gave him an error on that?
Yeah, it looks like they gave him an error. Yeah, there could have been maybe a chance to get the runner at first still if you field it cleanly, but just an overall tough play for Furterer to make. This one bounces in low. Luke Wagner walked and scored in the second inning for LaMoure. To the backstop and advances both the runners. Almost spoke too soon there as there was a nice throwdown from Sarbaum.
Yeah, they almost got him at third. It was close.
Initially, I didn't think they really had much of a chance on that one to throw out either runner. They both do get in safely, though, with nobody out. A couple of runners in scoring position. This one put in play, left side, and just a perfectly placed ball up the third base line. They are loaded up for Ryland Ulmer.
Wow, yeah, Newstone gloved that and had no play over at first. That was, wow, just nice job by Wagner. Let's load him up.
Well, Newstill's already faced a bases loaded situation today, and he's got another one. Ground ball. It eats up the shortstop and bounces into left field, and it'll score another LaMoure run. Their first of this third inning. They're one closer and still have the bases loaded, nobody out.
That's what this LaMoure team does. You know, they may be down on the scoreboard, but they don't think about that. They just get out and bring the bats out in the next inning and put up their own runs.
Officially, it goes down as an error on Cole Fury, the shortstop, but that ball did get barreled. This one is chopped foul at the plate. So a tough break for these middle infielders for Gwinner. First, it was Furterer charging that one at second base that died. Then Fury at shortstop got eaten up on the short hop while the infield was already drawn in. Backhanded stab by Sarbaum.
A nice grab by the catcher there. It's the third error defensively for Gwinner this here in the contest.
And yet they find themselves up 2 runs, but for how much longer? Because the bases are loaded, nobody out. Swung on, fouled off at the plate. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Big time strikeout. And Newstall again, when he needs it, reaches back and fires in a big time strikeout.
Yeah, that's a big one there. You get that first out. Bases are still loaded, but that's a huge one.
Here is Oliver Lesko, the center fielder. He watches in ball 1. Tying run resides at second base right now. That's Luke Wagner occupying it. Vance Waldy at third. To the backstop, and no advancement from any of the runners. That one caroms quickly back towards the field of play. Short backstop here at Townsend Field, so not much room to operate on the wild pitches. Has to really bounce away for the runners to advance. Good pitch, earns the corner, 2-1.
Yeah, nice job by Wally to recognize that because he was breaking towards home, and then about 5 feet, he said, I think I'll stay at third.
60-second pitch coming up for Harry Newstall. Line to third and through the legs, and it gets by, it almost got by the left fielder, nearly kept going out towards that 310 sign, but knocking it down was the left fielder, Loden Yoakum. It's an RBI hot shot of a single for Oliver Lesko.
Wow.
He's
Let a
got the
run across and a plane just fly
yeah,
over.
he's got the tower buzzed by Tom Cruise. Well, that makes it a 3-4 ball game now. Everyone goes station to station. Ball on the strike to Thomas Waldy. He struck out with the bases loaded in his first at bat, and he's now down 1-2 again.
He still needs another out here. As LaMoure could tie this one at third.
Strikeout would be huge. Ground ball, first base. They're going to have to come home for the out. It's low and safe. They got the out that they needed there, or the ball in play that they needed, and the throw was just not there. It comes in on a hop from Elijah Hansen. The game is tied.
Yep. Did the right thing going home, but just got away from the catcher sour bomb and allows LaMoure to get that tying run.
Now we see a trip to the mound now and a pitching change coming up. And it's going to be the first baseman coming in, Hansen, that was unable to make the play. He'll be the next one to throw here for Gwinner.
He's got a mound visit pitching change brought to you by LaMoure Drugstore.
Yeah, from prescription requests, send over-the-counter medication. You can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. So we will announce any more official changes coming to you as we let the new pitcher warm up in the form of Elijah Hansen when we come back.
At Polar Communications, we're more than just a local business. We're part of the community we serve. We deliver essential communication services, create jobs, provide scholarships and grants, and support initiatives that make our home a better place to live. Our success isn't just about amazing technology, it's about incredible people. Our roots are here in the heartland, and our commitment is unwavering because we believe that a better experience starts with the community we love.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Bases loaded. We have ourselves a tie game and lots of defensive substitutions coming your way. We'll brief it fully here in a moment, but first, a big at-bat coming up. That will first pitch. Misses outside for ball number 1. Grayson Madsen, top of the order, a chance to do some damage. Elijah Hansen is your new pitcher. The southpaw takes over, moves from first base on into the mound. Ground ball. Chopped. They'll go home for 1. They look to first, but nothing there. Fielder's choice. No run recorded.
Yeah, good job there, pitcher to catcher, because you want to, you obviously want to get that sure out at home. And the catcher looked down to first, but held up, and it's just kind of a dangerous throw. You just get that sure out and get 2 down now.
Had a chance for the Bank North double play potential there, but just too slowly hit out towards the mound. This one briefly gets away from the catcher. That's Sarbomb back there still. Over at first base right now, Anthony Ferderer resides there. He moves over from second.
I think Nagowski's at second now, yeah.
Nagowski has moved from third to second. Newstall went to short from the mound.
Yep, Newstall number 2 at short now.
And Fury's moved from short to third. So that should complete our carousel of changes. Strike at the knees, 2-1.
Seems like LaMoure has had the bases loaded for like an hour now.
A bender over for strike 2. Nice pitch. Yeah, LaMoure has had some opportunities for sure. Lots of runners in scoring position. They only got one out of that bases loaded, nobody out threat in the second. Swung on and missed. Another spinner that dips below the knees, induces the swinging strikeout, and down goes Potts to retire the side. LaMoure strikes back for 3. They come back to tie it up at 4 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of Milwaukee tools from the M18 8-amp Forge battery on sale, $50 off, or buy a 2-pack 6-amp high-out battery and receive a M18 inflator or grease gun for free while supplies last. Plus, browse their sweet pickings section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. LaMoure Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go to LaMoureHardware.com. That's LaMoureHardware.com. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Bottom of the third, LaMoure strikes back. They have tied this game at 4 apiece. Time for Gwinner to see what answer they've got. Only 1/2 inning where we have not had a run cross the plate, and it was the top of the first for LaMoure, where they stranded a runner at third base.
Yeah, second tie in this one. It's been tight contest here through 2.5.
Toss-up of a game. Winner advances to play Park River. The loser is going home. That Park River versus winner of Gwinner and LaMoure will be our first game at noon tomorrow.
Yep, 2 games tomorrow, 1, maybe 2 on Tuesday yet. So 1 more coming up too. We got Castleton Thompson.
That Castleton Thompson one should be pretty fun. Got some good players at the 15-year-old age on both sides.
Another
2-1
LaMoure,
count. Yes.
Yep, another LaMoure Hardware foul ball. LaMoure Hardware, your community one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Visit LaMoureHardware.com.
Here's Potts for his 3rd inning of work. Misfires high. It's 3-1. Hitters count for Skylar Peterson. Over and across, full count now, brought to you by Chris Moen, Nodak Insurance Company, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County.
I think the first 2 games on Friday, I don't think we rarely had full counts, but it's kind of changed today. A lot of full count pitches.
This one will stay full as Potts reaches back and we'll have to fire in another one. Spoiled off by Peterson. Skylar struck out in his first at bat, and he hangs tough again. He's had some of the most disciplined swings in at bats so far. That first at bat that he struck out, he saw probably 8 pitches, and he's nearing that again. up high, and he walked him. Disciplined plate appearance from Peterson. This time gets him down to first base.
Here we go again. Gwinner, another runner on.
And another walk. 3 walks in the second inning from Potts allowed, and now a 4th in the third. Gets ahead, first pitch strike. That's a big one. Dawson Nagowski came home to score in the second inning rather. Oh, and 2. Down on strikes. Nagowski goes quickly. Big strikeout for Potts.
That was a big swing there by Nagowski. I think he wanted to get a hold of that one, but swung right through. Nice pitch from Potts.
Last 5 outs have been by way of the K. There have been really next to 0 balls put in play by the Gwinner lineup that were outs. Second pitch strike ahead 0-2. Starting to feel it now. Potts is getting in a rhythm. His 0-2. Just down away. Not a bad pitcher's pitch for 0-2.
This will be his 73rd pitch of the ball game now coming up for Potts.
Hold, strike 3 on the outside corner. Down goes Sarbaum looking. Another strikeout picked up by Potts. That's how he is getting his outs today.
That was a nice pitch. He's throwing hard right there in this inning. Then, yeah, got the strikeout.
And with that, 73 pitches. We see a visit to the mound now as Potts is starting to feel it, but he's going to have to give up the ball. Heath Schaefer points over towards the dugout. And we'll see a new pitcher coming in. Number 37 for LaMoure will come in. It's Crosby Shockman coming in when we return. So we'll announce the full changes for you in a moment. Shockman, we don't know. He's not going to be the pitcher, actually. Easton Thielgis will be the pitcher, but it looks like Shockman is still coming in to play some infield, perhaps first base. We'll announce the return, the changes in the lineup when we return.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per roll per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
And this pitching change brought to you by LaMoure Drug. And they end up switching in field just now.
LaMoure Drugstore located in the Bank North Mall. Visit LaMoureDrugstore.com.
That shuts the door on Potts' day. He is responsible for the runner on first. 2 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits given up, 4 runs allowed, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts unofficially, and 17 batters faced.
Wagner holding the run on her over here.
This one popped up, and we'll get out of play here as it bangs off the concession stand.
Yeah, nice new grandstand here in LaMoure. Nice facility. Thanks, Greg Peterson and everybody at LaMoure Youth Baseball for their hospitality and everything, making us or helping us do this broadcast, helping us out. So we really appreciate it.
2-2. Floats over and outside. Payoff pitch, runner is off. Swung on, hit to shallow center field. Coming on charging, the catch is made by Oliver Lesko to retire the side. So LaMoure puts up a 0 with 2 outs in the inning from Potts, and then Field just comes in for the cleanup and gets his man to retire the side. Bottom of the third coming up, or rather top of the fourth when we come back on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's 4s between LaMoure and Gwinner. Winner advances, loser goes home in our state Babe Ruth tournament on yourliveevent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated. So you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Thank you for joining us on yourliveevent.com here today. Josh Boyko with you alongside Greg Grenz for State Babe Ruth Baseball, ages 13 to 15. What we're witnessing here today, we've got a 4-4 tie between LaMoure and Gwinner. Just taking a look at the bracket breakdown again, brought to you by Chris Moen. How LaMoure got here a 6-1 loss in the opening round to Thompson, who will be playing in that winner's bracket game after this one at 5 o'clock. LaMoure falls 6-1 against the really good Thompson team, but then they recover 3-2 versus Bottineau. They get the win to advance to this game. Gwinner, a 4-0 win against Burlington, as this one's popped up. Foul right side, chasing catch is made by Anthony Ferderer.
Nice job by Ferderer. He just took over first base last inning and kind of had the sun in his eyes and made a nice play in the foul territory.
You do have some extra room here in the foul territory side once you get past the dugouts for sure. At least on the right field side you do. On the left field side, it's your average foul territory, I'd say. But there's just a big opening after that first base dugout. No fencing along the right field line, so it allows Ferderer to go get it. Swung and missed. 1 ball on the strike now. That was Theelgis that popped out to first. It's Vance Waldy batting right now. That's one in low. That one runs in and hits him near the shins. So down to first base goes Waldy.
Wally gets hit by pitch, and he's trying to retake the lead here. Actually take the lead since the first inning.
An hour and 10 minutes into this ball game now. First pitch.
Lead yet.
The first pitch was at 2:30 this afternoon. The directors of the tournament have kept it nice and punctual, with the starts right at 12 o'clock and then 12:31 for first pitch on game number 2. Swung on, foul tip back. We have a 5 o'clock start time for the Castleton-Thompson game, so be on the lookout for that one after the conclusion of game 2 tonight.
Got a little Metrodome organ playing. Target field organ.
Oh, just misses. 2 balls and a strike. Elijah Hansen steps off. We'll survey the situation. The runner over at first base is Waldy. Has not left his post yet. He runs this time, and it's fouled off to the left side. Goes well out of play, but had a hit and run on that time, whether it was designed or just a swing from the batter. Had a good pitch.
So LaMoure Hardware foul ball. Visit LaMoureHardware.com. Plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more.
Runner stays put this time. Fouled off a foot up the third base line. It was in fair territory, but off the batter, so it does not count. In there for a called strike 3. Just floated that one over the outside corner, and down goes the batter Wagner looking. That's the first time he's been retired in 3 at-bats.
Elijah Hansen. That was a nice pitch.
Hansen doesn't have quite the fastball that his teammate Newstall does, so he's had to find other ways to get the strikeouts, and it's been precision location on the corners with some off-speed pitches. So a nice job in relief. Slide step towards the plate, ground ball. Oh,
no.
Through the legs.
Not a nominee for the Gold Glove for coaches?
Yeah, not going to be on the highlight reel. This one to the backstop will move up the runner. I think Heath Schaefer would like to have that one back over there at third base if he could do it again. But lucky for him, we're not counting errors up here for third base coaches, and does not affect the outcome of this game in the slightest. Instead, his batter rips a line drive into left field for a base hit to continue the inning. As Ryland Ulmer lacing one off the third baseman's glove. Nagowski had a shot, but it popped out. And that advances Waldy to third. We'll see if the trail runner in Ulmer is off and running. Would Gwinner contest with a throw? We'll see. They fake the throw, so there goes the runner into scoring position. That will be an S&T quick stop stolen base here this afternoon for LaMoure. Grounded foul at the plate. Slide on in to S&T Quick Stop, your local go-to for groceries, deli, favorite snacks, and more in Thompson. They're fast, friendly, and always convenient. S&T Quick Stop, small town friendly with big time convenience. One floats over just off the plate. Two strike counts. Called strike 3. Down he goes looking. Nice job from Elijah Hansen. He's come in, done a nice job in relief. He retires Arndt with the K. 2 strikeouts for the lefty in the inning. 4-4 apiece as we go to the bottom of the fourth. When we come back, it's Gwinner back to the bats.
Say goodbye to discomfort and say hello to reaching your full potential. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness, Our diverse team of experts has your back in any phase of life. From the warm, friendly greeting to connecting with your therapist, Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness is the backbone of your health. High-quality care with a personal touch. Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Benedictine Living Community in LaMoure has job openings for the following positions: CNAs, LPNs, Weekend Warrior RN, and a Culinary Services Supervisor. All positions receive a sign-on bonus. To apply or receive more information, scan the QR code now on screen or call 701-883-5363. That's 701-883-5363 for job opportunities at Benedictine Living Community in LaMoure.
Easton Theolgis will take the mound again. He came in, got his man taking over for Potts last inning. This will be his first full inning of work. Through 1/3, he got a fly out to end the third inning. Taken for a strike. Here's Fergerer. Belts one, right center field, but the center fielder making the play for LaMoure for the first out. That's Lesko. So Fergerer's had a couple good swings. Ripped a double to that same spot, a little bit harder hit in the first inning. He walked and then put a good barrel to it there. Breaking ball missing high as Thiel just floats it over. This one flared over to third base in foul territory. Tried to chase it down. That was Wagner over there in pursuit, but couldn't quite get to it. That is a LaMoure Hardware foul ball.
Yep, go online, LaMoureHardware.com. One-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and lots more.
Swung on, hit to short, and a leaping catch. Nicely done at shortstop by Thomas Waldy. That could be a potential for our Agassi Precision Ag play of the game later. Waldy, not the tallest infielder on that LaMoure defense. In fact, definitely not the tallest, but he climbed the ladder, used every inch of that frame to come down with the catch.
Yeah, nice job by Waldy. Made a nice leap and got the put out.
First pitch strike over for Theolgis. It's been 3 up, 3 down for him thus far. It was ahead 0-2. Oh, a breaking ball, a beauty from Field is dropped over for strike 3. Looking. 4 batters faced through an inning and a third for Easton Theolgis. He has set them all down in order. LaMoure puts up another 0, and they will go back to the bats when we come back. We're through 4 innings of ball. It is tied at 4 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Hi, atop the Ground North broadcast booth. We are witnessing a 4-4 game in the elimination game here this afternoon, the second elimination game that we've got. And you can go to groundnorthboutique.com for high-quality, affordable fashion or stop in for different tea and coffee brew options. Still have the Castleton-Thompson game coming up, and neither of those teams going home today, but the winner doesn't have to play tomorrow. First pitch strike. Elijah Hansen back out there. The relief pitchers have done a nice job between Hansen and Thiel, just not allowing any runs since coming in for the starters. Swung on and missed. High and away.
Elijah Hansen got up in the count here, but delivering a ball to Lesko. Lesko's having a good day at the plate.
Up high, and as you mentioned, Lesko with an RBI single in his last at bat, pushed across a run for LaMoure. Watches that one sail into the left-handed batter's box. Evens the count. No. It'll go to a Chris Moen, Nodak Insurance Company, full count at that. Payoff pitch. Ground ball, past the mound, over to second base. Throw is lobbed across in time for the putout.
Important to get that first out. It's always could be a tricky one, so it's a good job there by Gwinner to get the first batter.
Nagowski over in coverage on the 4-3 putout. Waldy takes a knee-high strike to begin his at-bat.
Had a nice defensive play last inning.
Swung on and missed. Lefty on lefty matchup, tough one for Waldy. Ready to flip things over to the top of the order after this at bat, and Waldy takes down away. Here's the 1-2, ground ball put in play left side, and another hop on Newstall, and it ends up being an infield hit, probably an error, but a reach nonetheless for Waldy. That's the fifth error going down on Gwinner.
Yeah, you look at that scoreboard out there, everything's tied, 4 runs, 5 hits, but you look at that 5 errors by Gwinner, but the score is still tied, so you got to be happy if you're Gwinner.
And Newstall was charging that one, and there was just one extra bounce. It made it tough to glove. So Waldy reaches the top of the order. 1-0. Ground ball. Newstall again with the chance. He'll throw in time. Just got him by a half step over at first base. Nice arm on the backhanded side for Newstall to come back and retire the man at first.
Yeah, Madsen's got some wheels. He almost beat that out, but bang bang play over there.
Yeah, he hustled it out for sure, and not an easy play for Newstall on that backhanded side. Didn't really have his full footing behind him when he gunned over to first, but he gets it there with a half step to spare. This one runs in and gets pots. He'll trot down to first.
Try to get out of it, do some fancy footwork, but he'll take his base.
Big spot now for Theelgis. He's flown out to center, singled, and popped to first in his most recent at bat. There's a ball one. Go ahead run at second base is Thomas Waldy, who reached on error. Outside, 2-0.
Important for Hansen to get a strike here against Theelgis, number 3 batter to the plate.
This one in there gets the corner for a strike. 43 pitches thrown by Hansen. To left field and foul.
Another foul ball brought to you by LaMoure Hardware. LaMoureHardware.com. Plumbing, electrical, automotive, lots more here in the great town of LaMoure, North Dakota.
Here's Hansen's 2-2. Just off the corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be traveling on this Chris Moen Nodak Insurance Agency. Full count. Here they go. Fly ball, left field, shallow. Everyone converging. The center fielder coming in will make the catch for the final out. Peterson there retires the side. So no runs coming across for LaMoure in the inning. So Gwinner gets out of the jam. They'll have the bats in the bottom of the 5th when we come back.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
88 degrees here at Townsend Field in LaMoure, but it feels like 97 with that sun beaten down and a little bit of humidity in the air. Tough one to play in, but I mean, it's baseball weather. These guys are used to it for sure. It's summer, late July baseball weather, and you're going to enjoy that over the spring season when you're freezing through 35 degrees any day of the week. Low chance of precipitation the rest of the afternoon, no higher than 15% the rest of the day. Easton Theelgis is back out, and this one's looped over to first base and caught.
Nice job by Shockman over there, making a nice line drive out. One up and one down, one pitch. That's love that as a pitcher.
Nice and efficient for Theelgis. He's retired all 5 batters that he's faced. In there for a strike. This one a bit outside. On the corner, 1-2. Theelgis has been dealing for his first 5 batters. No one has reached. Olsen trying to be the first, and he takes high and away. And gets the catcher out of his crouch in Grayson Madsen. Breaking ball over for strike 3 looking. Froze him with the Bugs Bunny type pitch right there. It took a while for it to get there, but it landed in the right spot. Oh, man, looking at backwards way of the K, down goes Olsen.
Nice pitch from Theelgis.
Skylar Peterson, the Gwinner center fielder, is at bat with 2 down. So on just below the knees, quickly 3-0 to Skylar Peterson, looking to be the first one to reach on Theelgis. Came in after Potts went 2 2/3. He got out of a jam with a flyout. Swung over for a strike.
Yeah, after the nice strike, got 3 straight balls, but now there's a strike to Peterson.
Still hitters count. That one skips in for ball 4. And there is the first batter to reach base against Theelgis. It is the Skylar Peterson base on balls.
Go ahead, run it first here with 2 down for Gwinner.
Here's Nagowski. 25 pitches thrown for Easton. Swung up high. Nagowski has singled and struck out in 2 plate appearances as the 7 hitter. Swung on and missed.
Nice cut by Nagowski, just couldn't make contact there. Trying to do something with that runner at first.
Starting to lack a little bit of control as his outing progresses a little bit further.
We haven't had many pickoff moves at first. Probably a reason for that. There's so much room. If a ball gets by, runner could take second, maybe even third.
Fouled off. It's another LaMoure Hardware foul ball. LaMoure Hardware is your community one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Go online to LaMoureHardware.com. 2-2 pitch from Theelgis. Curve floats over high. He tried to backdoor that one in there the same way he did to Olsen. To third base. Cued, bobbled, throw, not picked. And the front runner will go over to third base, and the inning continues. Just kind of a bobbled exchange there at third base, trying to get it out of the glove into the hand. A slight bobble leads to the batter reaching.
Probably going to be an error there. That'd be
That
the first
is.
on LaMoure.
Now the go-ahead run resides at third base. We'll see if they have the runner at first going. They don't this time. Fly ball, shallow center field, dropping, but not before the center fielder gets there in time. Oliver Lesko charging hard. Potts.
Yep, Potts.
Coming in from center field there. He keeps this game tied at 4. We're through 5 innings. Still looking to break the stalemate that we've had since the top of the third. It is the LaMoure A's 4 and Gwinner 4 on yourliveevent.com.
Ground North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in LaMoure, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com. The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication. You can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. Download the app and make refilling your prescription requests more convenient. With school just around the corner, let LaMoure Drugstore help you check out your supply list. And don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products, located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LaMoureDrugstore.com. That's LaMoureDrugstore.com. Good luck to all teams and go LaMoure Babe Ruth.
These relief pitchers have done a real nice job since coming into this ball game, and they have not allowed any runs really to come across. So neither team wanted to let go of the rope here and lose this one. And quick shout out to our friends over at Bank North, as they've been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what values-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.bank today. Bank North, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Both the teams that we'll see next, Castleton and Thompson, we've seen warming up, taking some batting practice below us. That game scheduled for a 5 o'clock start. It is 4:07 right now, as this game has been going for 2 hours and 36 minutes. Elijah Hansen still pitching for Gwinner. So we roll into the 6th inning now on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, still tied. Swan hit in play, right field. And the catch is made on the run in center.
Peterson flings it to Olsen.
Was Vance Waldy giving it a ride, but nice play in center by Peterson. First out of the inning. Wagner steps in. A walk, a single, and a looking strikeout in 3 plate appearances. Swung on, belted up the middle, a solid single that gets by Peterson. They're not going to try to advance the runner, though. It is a solid single for Luke Wagner.
Nice rip by Wagner. And he's a first go-ahead run. LaMoure is yet to lead in this game, so threatening to take the lead here in the top of the 6th.
3 times on base in 4 trips to the plate for Wagner, 2 singles and a walk. Off speed outside. Maybe a little bit tougher to run with a lefty on the mound, but trying to manufacture any type of run support that you can in this game that's been tied now for 3+ innings.
Fall ball brought to you by LaMoure Hardware. LaMoure Hardware, one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, and more.
Lunging, swing and a miss. 1-2 now on Ryland Ulmer. He's reached all 3 times, but he's only got 1 hit. He's reached on air the first 2 times, so he's 1 for 3. Swung on and missed. First base is occupied, so no need to throw down. Ulmer goes down for the 2nd out of the inning.
Nice pitch from Hansen.
Hansen 1 out from getting away through the 6th inning. Russ Arndt is the batter, a walk and 2 strikeouts. Swung on and missed. I don't believe Arndt is the batter anymore, as that's Crosby Shockman at the plate. In the dirt, this one will kick away and down to second safely, and then nearly to third base. He's halfway there. They throw back to second, they bluff it. So nearly a two-base wild pitch. Wagner now in scoring position.
Yep, you're right. Yep. Gets the scoring position now, 2 down, but that runner at second could be dangerous for Gwinner.
A little bit out in front for Crosby that time, and it's 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. They apply the tag, and the inning comes to a close. No runs on one hit, which gets stranded at second base. Gwinner will come to bat. Chance to break the stalemate in the bottom of the 6th on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
At Polar Communications, we're more than just a local business. We're part of the community we serve. We deliver essential communication services, create jobs, provide scholarships and grants, and support initiatives that make our home a better place to live. Our success isn't just about amazing technology, it's about incredible people. Our roots are here in the heartland, and our commitment is unwavering because we believe that a better experience starts with the community we love.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
And broadcasting high atop the broadcast booth, brought to you by Ground North Coffee and Boutique. Go to groundnorthboutique.com for high quality, affordable fashion, or stop in for different tea and coffee brew options. Been a good day here in LaMoure so far. We've gotten nearly 2 games in. 1 to go at the 5 o'clock start time for Castleton and Thompson. Townsend Field, the location of our 3 games today, 2 tomorrow, and possibly 2 on Tuesday, but at least 1 guaranteed for that championship round. First pitch floats over for a ball.
Yoakum showing a little bunt there to start this inning.
Ilgis and Hansen trading zeros. Swan dips in low. To the right side and through a base hit into right field. And it's a solid knock to lead off the bottom of the 6th, courtesy of Loden Yoakum.
Nice job by the number 9 batter there, getting a single to opposite field and trying to get something going for Gwinner here as we've been locked through 3 innings.
Swan floats over and past the catcher, and down to second goes Yoakum. Lace to left center field. It's down for a hit. They throw back into the infield, and there's going to be a play at the plate. Safe!
Nice job by Yoakum. That was close, but Yoakum got in. Nice job. A nice hit by Ferderer, so Gwinner can retake the lead here.
Anthony Ferderer belts an RBI single to left field. It's a go-ahead hit. finally breaks the tie. There's still nobody out. Furterer advances down to second on the throw. And man, Furterer has had some nice plate appearances. A double, a walk, a deep flyout, and an RBI single to go ahead. Could be our Hallstatt Telephone Company connection of the match.
That was a nice hit by Furterer.
And then we've seen a batter just walk down to first. They might have just intentionally put Newstall there.
So Hansen up now.
Ground ball to second. They go to second for one, back to first. Oh, the throw is off target, and the run is going to come home to score. It could have been a double play brought to you by Bank North, nearly, as they had it turned, but the throw is low, and the scoop was not there. So it's now a 6-4 Gwinner lead. So they'll give a fielder's choice to Hansen, plus an error on the defense. That pushes across a second run. Swung on, hit left center field, down in the gap. Sliding stop, nicely done and covered off by Potts in center field. Will keep the runner at second, but then Cole Fury has dumped a single into the gap. Runners at first and second now with just one out. Gwinner starting to flex a little muscle here in the bottom of the sixth.
Fury doing a nice job there again. 2 runs across here for Gwinner in the home half of the sixth.
Off the end of the bat to second base. Another chance to turn it. They go to second for one. Nicely done by Olson. He was hustling out of the box. No chance to double him up. First and third, 2 down. Here is Peterson, has walked his last 2 times up. Runner goes. LaMoure doesn't care. Popped up. Foul territory. The catcher sprinting after it. Everyone sprinting after it. Thiel just was there. Wagner was there. Madsen was there, but nobody able to catch it.
Another LaMoure Hardware foul ball. LaMoure Hardware, your community one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Visit their website, LaMoureHardware.com.
Step off now from Field just as we'll reset it. This is a big at bat here. LaMoure needs to hold him to just these 2 runs, but a line drive caught at second base. Man, that could have scored 2 more, but right there for the catch. Nicely done. Ryland Ulmer will end this inning. LaMoure needs 2 runs to continue play here as we advance to the 7th. Gwinner has their eyes set on advancing 3 outs away on yourliveevent.com.
LaMoure Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of Milwaukee tools from the M18 8-amp Forge battery on sale, $50 off, or buy a 2-pack 6-amp high-out battery and receive a M18 inflator or grease gun for free while supplies last. Plus, browse their sweet pickings section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. LaMoure Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go to LaMoureHardware.com. That's LaMoureHardware.com. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
The 8-9-1 hitters due up for LaMoure in a do-or-die situation. They're trying to extend their season here. The winner advances on to play Park River at noon tomorrow. As that's a little bit of a preview on our Chris Mullen Nodak Insurance Agency bracket breakdown that we'll get to at the end of our post game. But Park River awaits the winner of this game. Will they get Gwinner, who's 3 outs away, or can LaMoure put up their first 2 runs since the top of the 3rd inning?
Yeah, LaMoure, of course, they're not going to go away easy here. We'll see what Hansen does on the mound for Gwinner. Nice job by Gwinner to get the lead, though.
Hansen's not giving up a run. The lefty has been strong since taking over. First pitch low. The last 3 outs of the game, always the hardest ones to get. So we'll see what Hansen's able to do. 59 pitches thrown. Here's number 60 on the way. In there for a strike.
Let's go. Just looking there, trying to see how Hansen's going to start here this inning. So right now, even.
No free passes is what Gwinner has got to be thinking right now. LaMoure has not hurt them when they've put the ball in play. For the most part, it's been walks. It's been errors, especially errors for Gwinner, with 5 of them in this game. Has kept LaMoure around. Ground ball foul. Hold down the third base line, close, but that one will just be another strike. 2-2.
LaMoure Hardware, foul ball.
Hansen steps, fires the 2-2. Oh, that did not miss my much. We've got ourselves a Chris Mullen Nodak Insurance Company full count here in a big-time spot. The payoff pitch. Ground ball fouled off left side. See what pitch selection that he goes to on this big pitch. It's low, and there is that free pass. Lesko reaches base on balls. Tying run at the plate now in the form of Thomas Waldo, who reached on error his last 2 at-bats. Pickoff attempt, they throw over to first, backing in with a head-first dive is Lesko. Haven't seen many pickoff attempts over to any base in this game.
Boy, late in the game, you got to be super careful on the throw to first. You do not want it to get away.
Gotta keep him at least honest over there at first. You're a lefty, you can look over there, you can kind of control how much of a lead that guy can take. Especially since he can lift that leg up and still fire over. Strike on the outside corner. Ball on the strike. You can't be too concerned about that runner at first because the one at the plate is what matters. Swung and missed. It is 1-2 now. Lefty on lefty matchup between Waldy and Hansen. The lefties 1-2, swung on and missed. They're going to run down to first base, but the out's going to be recorded. The runner will advance. Lesko is safe at second. The batter is out. Gwinner more than willing to exchange that swap right there, getting an out for a productive out. They're going to intentionally walk the batter now. That was Madsen at the top, so it'll bring up Potts. So they have willingly put the tying run at first base. And time will be called. We'll have ourselves a LaMoure Drug trip to the mound just to talk things over with strategy in a big moment here.
LaMoure Drugstore, prescription requests, OTC medications. Find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. Of course, school coming up, so they got all your supplies for school, plus lots more stuff. Visit LaMoureDrugstore.com or stop in. They're located here in the Bank North Mall.
An out is available at all three of the base paths. So anything on the ground, take the nearest out. Joey Potts finds himself in a big spot. He takes a strike to begin his ever important at bat with the season hanging in the balance.
Nice pitch from Hanson getting that first strike.
That's a big one. Fouled back to the netting. 0-2, so Potts got to be in protection mode now.
Another LaMoure hardware foul ball.
Fly ball, left center field in a tough spot. It drops. It'll get down and the bases are loaded. Joey Potts deposits one into the perfect spot in left center field. It hung up there a long time, but it was a long run for both the left and center fielder. Peterson converged on it with Yoakum. Neither could get there. And the bases are loaded. The tying run is at second with one out. Here is Easton Thielgis. Nowhere to put him. Strike one. Ground ball, third base. They go home. The throw is there. Back to first. Jim! Ball game on the Bank North double play. And the season comes to an end for LaMoure in a bizarre ground ball to third base. They go third to home to first. What a fantastic ending for Gwinner as they slam the door shut after putting the bases full. My goodness, what an ending to this ball game. 6-4 is your final. Gwinner is advancing to face Park River. And LaMoure's season ends in a heartbreak. We'll talk about it all on our post-game show coming up. We'll hear from the winning side, from a player on that side. A lot to talk about when we come back, but your final, after 6.5 innings, Gwinner shuts the door. They win 6-4 to advance and send home LaMoure. We'll talk about it on our Your Live Event post-game show after this.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per row per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Welcome back on our post-game show here on Your Live Event. I've got Anthony Ferderer standing by with me here on the Gwinner side dugout. And Anthony, as our player of the game, how does it feel to come out on top of this one in a bizarre fashion at the end with that double play?
Oh, it's a really good feeling. You know, we worked really hard to get here. We battled in the district tournament to get here, and now beating LaMoure to knock them out of the tournament's a really good feeling.
And you were a tough one to get out on the base paths all day. The leadoff double to start this game and the go-ahead single ultimately proved to be the winning run here. How does it feel just swinging the bat today? What was feeling good for you?
It was just, they were good pitches, and I just jumped on them. First good pitches, I really swung hard, so.
How about some of your teammates and the efforts that they put on here today to help slam the door shut?
I'm very proud of my whole team. We all played, well, we had a couple bad innings, but we bounced back, so.
Yeah, the errors seemed to keep LaMoure in the game, but when you need it most, it seemed like Elijah Hansen had you on the mound, had you guys' back. What about his performance today?
It was very good. Like, we really needed that from him, but he's always reliable like that too, so.
How confident are you moving forward now for the rest of this tournament? You got a date with Park River coming up here. How are you feeling?
They're a tough team, but we can definitely beat them, so.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to seeing how that one turns out. And just walk me through that double play and the last play that has punched your ticket to that next round.
Well, I guess just a good fielding job. And then I honestly wasn't expecting him to throw it, but I suppose Easton Thiel just wasn't the fastest, so he kind of gunned him out.
Yeah, got to be on the receiving end of that throw over there at first base that sealed the deal. So congratulations on that 6-4 victory.
Thank you.
Winner comes out on top. That's Anthony Ferderer with the go-ahead game-winning hit in the 7th. Thanks for joining me.
Yep.
All right, we will take a quick break here on YourLiveEvent.com and come back with the rest of our post-game accolades when we return.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Say goodbye to discomfort and say hello to reaching your full potential. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness, our diverse team of experts has your back in any phase of life. From the warm, friendly greeting to connecting with your therapist, Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness is the backbone of your health. High-quality care with a personal touch. Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Benedictine Living Community in LaMoure has job openings for the following positions: CNAs, LPNs, Weekend Warrior RN, and a Culinary Services Supervisor. All positions receive a sign-on bonus. To apply or receive more information, scan the QR code now on screen or call 701-883-5363. That's 701-883-5363 for job opportunities at Benedictine Living Community in LaMoure.
And it is time for our post-game accolades on our Your Live Event post-game show. First with our Hallstatt Telephone Company connection of the game. The connection is Hansen and Sarbaum, that battery for the majority of this game for Gwinner. Hansen comes in relief for Gwinner and pitches a gem the rest of the way. Did not allow a run. Him and Sarbaum called the right game. They had the right connection, as does Hallstatt Telephone Company. They have the local reliability you can trust at Hallstatt Telephone Company. It's how to connect. Visit hallstatttel.com. And you've already heard from our Ag Country player of the game, and Anthony Ferderer. Ferderer ends up getting the game-winning hit in the top half of the 6th inning, pushes across an RBI single to center field to make the game 5-4. Then Cole Fury adds one extra insurance run on top of that. But Ferderer reaches base 3 times in 4 at-bats, and the one time that he didn't reach was a laser of a line drive to center field that got caught. So Ferderer had the best at-bats today, came up when it mattered. He is your Ag Country Farm Credit Services player of the game. Focused on ag, focused on you. Find an agent at agcountry.com. And last but not least, our Agassi Precision Ag play of the game is the one that ended it. Your local precision planting dealer is Agassi Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. It was a ground ball off the bat of Easton Field just to third base. And fielding it over there, they fired home to Sarbaum to get the first out, and Sarbaum back to first to get Thielgis in time. Over to Anthony Ferderer, makes the catch a step ahead of Thielgis to end the ballgame and send Gwinner to a date with Park River. And that's our Agassi Precision Ag play of the game. And also a look at our Chris Moen Nodak Insurance Company bracket breakdown. It's Park River and Gwinner. Tomorrow at noon will be our first game that we've got. And the winner of that will continue on in the tournament. Castleton and Thompson coming up later tonight. First pitch scheduled for 22 minutes from now at 5 o'clock. We'll get you set for that one shortly here. So look for that stream to pop up as well for you shortly. Thompson and Castleton will be your next game. So thank you, everyone, for joining in with this thriller of a game. Gwinner with the 6-4 victory, the late inning runs in the bottom half of the 6th, and the slamming the door shut in the 7th with that walk-off double play to end it. They triumphed 6-4 over LaMoure and will advance to face Park River. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you to our sponsors, and thank you to LaMoure for hosting here at Townsend Field. It's been a great tournament so far. Stick with us for Castleton and Thompson next.